Welcome to It Is What It Is, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Shamari, and today is probably one of the most important podcasts I've ever recorded in my whole entire life. After coming off of a bitch session just a minute ago, I got to do this post, and I'm not going to try to get emotional about it. But recently, me and my little sister were having a conversation, and she said to me, "Isn't it crazy Nikos is missing?" And Nikos is a boy that, well, now he's a man, but I grew up with him. I have known him since I was, 12 years old. That makes him at the time maybe 11, 10. So I've always looked at him like a little brother. Been very close with his family. His older brother and me literally spent days together all day, every day. So I was very close with him. And she said, "Isn't it crazy that Nikos is missing?" And I said, "Missing? That's weird. I didn't hear anything about it." Not thinking that he was for real missing. He's always been known to go off and do his own type of thing and not really be held down. So I was like, that's strange. And so then I decide, okay, me and his older brother had a falling out. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get a hold of him. I'm going to try just to see. Well, turns out asking very bluntly, "Where is your brother?" gets a person to write you back. And he tells me that he is missing. He could be presumed dead. And so I'm like, oh my God, I need to get a hold of his mom. Well, I did. Bless this lady's heart. And it turns out he literally has not been heard of in a year. And I'm not trying to be dramatic and say that something horrible has happened to him, but all I know is our whole lives, they would joke around about my passion and my love for true crime and all this creepy shit. And we would always joke with each other that if they ever went missing, I would find them. And it's no longer a joke, and I need to find him. And the last time I talked to him, he was in very good spirits. It was a long, long time ago. But he had just gotten back to Oakland, California. He was doing pretty good and all that jazz. And so when I hadn't heard from him, this is not unlike him. And so before I jumped to hysterics, I went on Facebook and I found every account with his name on it and I added him. And I said, okay, if he adds me back, obviously he's not missing. And he doesn't. So I waited 2 days. And then I asked his brother and his mom and everybody, I'm like, can I do a flyer for him? Not that I have a big voice or a big platform at all, but I have one. And so I'm like, let me try. And they were like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And so I did. So if you follow me on any sort of social media, he is truly like a brother to me. And he needs to be found. And the fact that his mother calls the morgue every Monday as part of a routine and has become friends with the guy from the morgue disturbs me. The fact that California has yet to give her actual assistance in any way, shape, or form on trying to find him saddens me. And I've been in touch recently with a lady from a shelter that he went to, and she has yet to see him. And this is almost a year, people. People don't just vanish. I know they do. I mean, obviously we have missing people, but something happens to them. This is just the first time it's been out there on a big forum that he is missing. So as of right now, I will not believe that he has vanished into thin air until I try everything I possibly can to find out if he is okay or not. So this YouTube video will be pictures of I'm going to call him my brother because I always have, of him, and his name is Nikos Tessman. He has a tattoo on his back with the name Ghost. He has a very, very, very strong Oakland accent. And I'm not, oh my God, I hate when people are going to tear me apart. And I'm not trying to, but this is the only way I can describe him. He is as white as the day is long, but he has like this thuggish talk. You know what I mean? That's why the Ghost name is, because like he was the only white kid in like the group, I guess. So like he has this and that was the last conversation we had. I was like, bro, I can barely understand you with all that thug in your voice. And we laughed and had a good chat and all that. So like he has a very, very strong street. Yeah, he's very street when he talks. I'll just fucking say it. He has like a very gangster way of speaking. Like the way you see in movies, I guess. I don't really know how to describe this without people attacking me. They're going to. I hope not, because really I just want to find my brother. And like I'm just trying to give you guys everything I can about him. He likes to say, well, shit. Like, I'm a year behind, and so I feel lost. And his mom was like apologizing, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about getting a hold of you when this all happened. And I can't blame her, because truly, honestly, when your children go missing, and instead of 911, who else has a paper filled out with like names to go down the list? So like, I'm trying to help her, and I would really love as much help as I can possibly get. And like I said, he has been living on the streets, so I know this is mission impossible. And I don't even know California. So it's like Hayward to Oakland was his areas. So if you guys anybody from California who listens to this, please share. Please share this. If you know him, I don't know if he knows people are looking for him and that people care. But me and his mom very much care. And I will not stop calling this detective until I actually get to talk to her or emailing her. I will help get answers. I will find him. One way or another. I just really hope I can get the help and the support from all of you guys, because this is the last thing I ever in a million years thought that I would be talking about and seeing it from a personal side. And already we've had people coming at us with horrible messages, messaging me and his mom about him being held for ransom, needing $7,000, like all this shit, and about how it's going to be my fault that he dies because I won't pay this ransom, and that he's really sick, and that this person, and the reason we know it's bullshit is because the guy even says in the message that like he's reached out to us before. The message says, I told you I have Nikos, but you decided not to say anything about it or take it seriously. Now he is sick and wants to talk to his family over the phone. This is fucking important. I am not releasing him until I have the ransom of the 7. He is sick right now and wants to talk to you. I am sure you know what to do if you don't want me to make today a horrible day for you by killing your brother. And I messaged this fool back and I was like, bullshit. Drop the mic, bullshit. Just found out about this 2 days ago, bro. You ain't told me nothing before. But then what broke my heart is this worthless piece of shit messaged his mother and tried to play mind games on his mom. People are horrible. Like, we are truly truly saddened and looking for him, and horrible people are trying to take advantage of that. For money. Absolutely horrible. So please, 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 please share my brother's picture. Help me find him. I'm at a loss, truly. I don't know what to do next, who to reach out to, what to do. I want to put a big picture of him over the world and just say, if you see this kid, let me know. If you see him, please let us know. And Nikos, if you hear this for some odd weird reason, call your fucking mom. And I love you. And I was serious when we were kids. I will find you. I will turn this fucking world upside down. So please, people, please. I don't like asking you guys for anything. I don't even like putting ads in my show. I don't do this podcast for money or anything like that in any way, shape, or form. So I'm asking for one thing. And until my brother is found, I will remind you that he is missing at every ending of every one of my episodes. So hopefully that doesn't get annoying to you. So please help me find my brother.